Greetings from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Today is Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. It is 4:32 p.m. Pacific Time and a very pleasant 66 degrees Fahrenheit. We're at UNLV at the transit system. I just got off the CX Centennial Express northbound that came from the airport. You can see the transit center is pretty big in size. They got a lot of stations, I guess numerous buses that come here. But the purpose of today's video is I want to kind of do a amateur walk through the UNLV campus. Now when I say amateur walkthrough, that means it's very possible, and I'll guarantee that I'm going to miss some essential stuff, and you're going to hear this perspective from someone who has basically no clue about the campus itself. But when I visit areas, I like doing walking tours and giving a perspective from the lens of someone who's never been there, and that can help a lot because sometimes, you know, there's a prospective student. Yes, on one hand, it's nice for them to hear what someone familiar thinks of the campus, but I don't know if there's a lot of videos that show that. So I want to sort of show you, like, hey, you know, you may be like me and a new person to the area, or if you are familiar with UNLV, you can watch this and give your own feedback of what you think. And they may be wondering, like, where's he going? He's going away from the campus. Well, as I was pulling up this strip that's on the left here, looked like it had some nice little restaurants and dining options. So I want to circle back to that. I'll walk over that direction and show some of the food options that are there, and then I'll continue back where I came from. See if we can step over this little barrier here. I'm just on a layover here in Las Vegas today, headed to Cleveland, Ohio. But it's about an 8-hour layover, and most of the time when I visit Las Vegas on long layovers, I head to the Las Vegas Strip. So I've done plenty of videos there, and I am going to still go to the Strip after this video is completed for a couple hours. But I figured, you know what? A lot of times when I take the bus from the airport to the Las Vegas Strip, the bus passes through that UNLV Transit Center. So why not stop there and do a little college area campus tour? So this is why I wanted to come this way. And there's other stores if you like go to the main street, like you can see a Vons, there's a taco place over there, Jimmy John's. But right now we're going to start off in this plaza. It's called University Square. You can see some of the dining options. They got a Firehouse Subs. This place kind of caught my eye. Like this, if I was a student or heck even a visitor, I'd want to go inside this place. You've got Back to the 80s Cafe and more. And look, they got the Who You Gotta Call, Ghostbusters hearse. Some fun breakfast, lunch, dinner, catering, photos, and then if you go inside, on Google they showed a lot of interesting decor. Mondays they're closed, but Tuesday through Sunday they're open. Tuesday through Saturday it's 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then Sundays 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So, also have Lillian's Attic. There's Poke Heaven, Aloha Kitchen, University Theater. Not sure what's exactly in there, but you can see how it says Student Special in the Aloha one. Riva's Number 6 Mexican Grill, Angry Chicks Nashville Hot Chicken, and then across the street from University Square That plaza over there that I mentioned had the Jimmy John's earlier, it says College Town. There's a McDonald's not too far in the distance, a Bank of America. But across the street there, Brew, Tea Bar, a Maikai Island Grill, Crumble Cookies, Roberto's, a sushi place, 7-Eleven, a gelato and panini place, Curry Pizza House, Ion Smith Subs, and then right on the corner you've got In-N-Out Burger, which we know is always super popular. This one actually is like one of the shorter lines in the restaurant, in the drive-thru that you'll ever see, I think. There's 2 cars in the drive-thru. This is at the intersection at University Road. And again, a Cafe Rio right across the street. Over there to the plaza is called University Gardens. I was waiting for the light to change there. So first up here we have Green Spun Hall. I don't know how in depth I'm going to walk these specific buildings, but according to Google Maps, this is the Green Spun College of Urban Affairs. I don't think I'm going to go in, but if there's a big like plaza that we can look at, we'll take a peek up there. There's where you can see the name Green Spun College of Urban Affairs. What's funny is when I've taken the bus in the past, and again being naive to the area, when I've walked by, I thought like, oh, they must be doing construction up there. But in actuality, it's like a big shade pavilion. Alright, yeah, so it was a nice plaza. You can see, at least at this time of day, it does the job very effectively, keeping everything shaded. So over here just to our left, we have a sign for the UNLV bookstore. Now behind the Greenspun College, that's why I'm not necessarily walking that way right now. It's a parking lot area. Google Maps, it seems like there's some more buildings this way. The transit center that we started off the video at is right there. And this is what I said, the UNLV bookstore. I don't know if there's actually an entrance here. Doesn't look like it, so this might be sort of a backdoor area. So let's, oh, there's a better sign over here, UNLV bookstore. So I'll try to score some pictures along the way of various campus buildings. I'm always also on the look for biking infrastructure. I saw some bike racks near the transit center earlier, and a couple there. So the UNLV bookstore, Looks like its own presence. Like at CSU, for example, the bookstore used to be its own presence many years ago. Now it's embedded in what they call the student center. So you can sort of see from the outside all the apparel for students, and presumably somewhere in there they actually have books. Another shade pavilion right here. Plenty of seating. I assume there's certain times of the day where there's a lot more people attending classes, and you would see like this whole area filled. This is the Student Union building. It says the hours are open till 11 p.m. I don't know how many food places are actually open at the time, or at this time. You see like a Panda Express. Qdoba. The chicken place, Guy's Chicken's closed. There's a Subway, Greens to Go, Soho Sushi Burritos, Jamba Juice. Looks like there's a market down there called Pod Market, Copy and Seed. We are UNLV. Nice little signage. There's a Starbucks and then at least one upper level. I don't think there's food places on the upper level. It says theater, elevator, some ballroom, and student life main office. So I guess this is like the equivalent of like the student center at CSU. Yeah, in fact, right there's sort of the information desk. And then another entrance to the Starbucks location, I think. I wonder if we're hitting this just at the right time of day or if there's always just shade everywhere on campus. Over there, it says it's the Lee Business School, and also Frank and Estella Beam Hall. I also have a bike repair and air station right there if you're an avid bicyclist. So the Student Union building we just came from, this one is the Student Plaza. Which I dig the look and feel of the greenery here. This is a good time for us to check out the campus map so we can kind of get a good visual of where we started and what we've covered, because I think there's a very broad area. Okay, so it's saying we are here, and let's try to get our bearings for a second. Because look, that's a pretty big campus footprint. I'm going to guess that this BKS is the bookstore. This is the urban building where we started. So we didn't cover this section here. This is the transit center, but this is mostly parking lot, and we did show that one plaza with the food. You've got these areas here. Let's see what. I'm wondering if those are student housing. Let's look at RHC, for example. RHC, Residence Hall. MFH, what is that? Margie and Robert Senior Hall. So yeah, I'm assuming these are residence halls. There's probably Residence B or something like that. What's DIN? Dining Commons? Really? Is there another dining building besides the Student Union? All right, boo. Lots to see. So we avoided the parking lot area here. Now we're sort of on this green grass. Maybe we can walk, like, I'm trying to think of how to do this. Yeah, well, again, it's going to be tough for us to hit everything. We're definitely going to miss some items, but hopefully along the way we're giving you guys a good perspective if you're interested in visiting the campus. I'm trying to look what LLB is, the lead library. This building here, the lead library. So do I want to go that way? Maybe we can do this. We can go this way, see the TMC, which is Thomas and Mack Center. Look at briefly the outside of this, hit the lead library, and then kind of work our way back. Or we can hit that at the end. I don't know. I think I'm going to continue down this grass one. That feels like a natural thing to do. UNLV rebels make it happen. This is the John S. Wright Hall on the left. You can see how airplanes are very often going to be flying above us. So this building is anthropology, history, political science, and other classrooms and laboratories. Sort of have a nice little unique clock right there. Looks like that building over there might be the Alumni Center. And then over here on the left side you have Beverly Rogers Literature and Law Building, also the Honors College and the William S. Boyd School of Law.
We're just waiting around.
Nice little art sculpture. Love the alignment of the trees. Again, just creating like a big shadowy presence where it looks like you can relax at many hours of the day. I know now we're at a point where the sun is sort of setting, so everything's going to be shaded. Something else that's also nice is in this very short time that I've been walking the campus, I've already seen several police cars doing a slow patrol. And you can see numerous, like over there, a police button with the blue light on top of it. So it feels like there's a good safety presence. This is the Hulbert H. Hendricks Auditorium. I'm not sure if it's that building or that one, because there's also the Carlson Education Building. Yeah, I guess that one's the Carlson Education Building. Altaham Fine Arts building over there. And you have another long strip of grass that runs on and a good amount of students walking through. On the right, you have the Judy Bailey Theater. Got some shows coming up February 28th to March 9th. Climate Shorts. March 28th to April 6th, Wolf Play. Murder on the Orient Express, May 2nd to 11th. And some other shows that have already happened from last year. There's also maybe some shows over there too. I assume that's another theater. Down that way it says the Lee and Thomas Beam Music Center. So very widespread, a lot of these parts of campus. This is a rideshare pickup and drop off, so I guess if you're taking an Uber to campus, that's where you can go. There's a box office and parking garage over there. So we've walked a little bit. I think we're to the point now where if we kept going, we'd be running out of the area of the campus. So maybe we can start going. I think I actually want to go back to this green strip of grass and walk that way. And then maybe we can check out some of the, maybe we won't go up to all of them, but like a little look at the sporting areas, and then we can work our way back to where we started. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to Poco Traveler. We try to publish a lot of videos and do walking tours, transportation videos, some college tours, and various cities that we travel, like Cleveland. In the past, we've done quite a few videos in St. Louis, Seattle, Denver, Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, and Phoenix last year. I'll have a video series coming up in March on the city of New Orleans. Over here we have the Advanced Engineering Building and the Howard R. Hughes College of Engineering. Just gonna deviate. Oh, that's cool. There's a Panera Bread to go location right there. I'm just gonna deviate off that path for a second because it looks like there's another plaza area back here. Those green umbrellas over there make me almost think there's another Starbucks there. But that's another engineering college building. And I think the one in the background, let me see if I can look on Google Maps what that one would be. Yeah, the one with the nice like little curved bottom part is like a science and engineering building. But then beyond that it's all parking lots again. This is still part of the engineering complex, Thomas Beam Engineering Complex. Sorry, we're walking into the sun right now. This building to our right is a life sciences building. And then up ahead we're going to have the Rodley Bigelow Health Sciences. To our left is the biology and physics departments and some labs. big sunball right in our view as the sun sets, but at least we're getting most of this video during the daytime so we can see everything. I'm not sure, I mean, you can see lights on the campus, so it would definitely be lit up to a degree, but I'm sure you wouldn't be able to see like a lot of the details. Then over here, the Paul D. McDermott Physical Education Center. And let's see, how good of a view can we get of some of these sporting complexes? Or what's the best way to get to them? Guess if we make a right turn over here, we can get near the one of the baseball stadiums. Over there is an early childhood education center. Looks to be an athletic complex here on the left. The Lead Athletic Complex. See if there's a pathway through. If we walk this way, it looks like there should be on Google Maps. If there is, I'm sure we'll miss it, but I'm curious if there's one spot where there's like a marketing big sign that says UNLV, like Cleveland State University, and Cleveland is known by the CSU logo atop the Rhodes Tower building. Is there one picture or photo that sort of identifies UNLV? Strength and Conditioning Center, also in the Lead complex. Oh, you can actually see the Las Vegas Sphere from back here. I mean, you can see the Sphere from pretty much anywhere, but kind of cool to see a view of it like that. Got a football complex here, and then home of Rebel baseball. I don't know if we'll be able to see into the field at all. Maybe we can peek through the fence a bit. mean, I can sort of see it through the webbing. Camera wise, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to make out anything. Maybe through one of these like tears in the fences. And you got that sphere overlooking. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I was taking a picture through that webbing. And you'd have some stands here. So that's the baseball area. Let's cut back down now, the hill. More of the football complex. And give me 1 second, because as I'm doing this tour, even though it's nice outside, with me having this jacket on, it is getting a little bit warm. Much better. So we're still walking alongside the edge of the baseball stadium. That football complex area looks like you can, that's where their practice field is. This must be the front of the UNLV baseball, where you would normally enter as like behind home plate. Earl E. Wilson Baseball Stadium. I guess that's where you want to do the picture. It's a shame the box office ticket thing is so high behind it. You're sort of blocking the view. Behind this fence, I think there's like a track and field, maybe a soccer field as well, on the green grass area. You can see some of the Las Vegas Strip now, beyond all that. Maybe we can grab a quick peek at the UNLV football practice facility. They got 2 football fields to work with for their practices. Very nice. And over there, like I said, is a track and field. And you can also start to see like the MGM Grand. Bit of New York peeking out. So yeah, those are indeed soccer fields like I was speculating with the track and field. And then you've got a softball field over there. Lots of cars entering and exiting. See what else we have over here. This should be tennis courts, maybe indoors. Frank and Vicky Federtita Tennis Complex. We've done quite a bit of walking because I think that Thomas and Mack Center that I was referencing earlier is like way over there. I think across the way here it looks like a deserted thing, but I think in reality what it is a big intramural field, and it looks dead right now, but based on the way the ground is, I think they probably dug it up and reseeded or replanted all the grass, if that makes sense. That's just what the vibe it is. And the tennis courts might be right behind this wall, because I'm seeing lighting that would give you the impression of that. Yeah, it says intramural field closed to all activities until mid-April. So imagine in the future that's probably a very nice strip of green grass where all intramural activities can occur. Over here might be your glimpse at the tennis courts. I was just about to leave the area. That's a pretty nice shot too. Playing tennis with all the sphere and everything with the strip in the background. So obviously the stretch we're walking now is busy with more parking lots, but it's not quite the scenic route. But if you go down straight that way, again, you're hitting that Las Vegas Strip. It's still going to be a bit of a hike on foot. If you're driving your car, you're going to be there in no time. I think we've done a good job sort of circling the campus and covering most of what there's to see. And then, like I said, we've got those remaining buildings, the Lead Library. I'm calling it Lead Library. I mean, technically it's the way it's spelled is the Lied Library, so forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it. I just have never heard of a building that would be like lied, so I'm taking a leap of faith. Over here it says Business Services Building, a little small location. I guess if you need to mail something too, there's a small USPS post office box here on campus. Does collection Monday through Friday. Gotta get it there by 3:15 p.m. Herman Westfall Building, Office of Information Technology and Delivery Services. I assume that's information technology for the infrastructure of the university as opposed to like IT classes and degree fields, similar to where you have the Department of Public Safety here. University Hall, Military Science Department, it also says on there. And this is the library. Not sure, again, if like the front of the library is right here or if this is the back part. We're gonna go ahead and walk over there where we see some students, because this just looks like an alleyway. There's the library. Let's see what the hours are on the library building. I'm not sure if there's hours located on it. There it is, the hours. 7:30 a.m. to midnight, except on weekends. Or Friday and Saturday close at 6. Sunday they're open until 10 p.m. So there's a little coffee bean and tea leaf place inside the library. Big atrium, a couple of levels. Snack vending machines. And then that's the coffee place again. And what is that fancy looking building over there? Hospitality Hall. Oh, how could I forget? I mean, two of the biggest places I wanted to check out are actually we haven't covered yet. So let's look at the campus map again. So whether or not we go up to the big building or we just see it in the distance is to be determined, but here's Hospitality Hall, but somewhere, or is the dining thing was what I was looking at. Somewhere there's a garden and a museum embedded in here. Museum of Art. Or I think we're going to walk that way. Because there's a Museum of Art and a unique garden that's located on the premises. But the Hospitality Hall building from the outside looks pretty fancy. Like I'd wonder if it's a new building. MGM Resorts International Cafe and Plaza. Rebel Grounds looks like another coffee place. Okay, so here is supposed to be Marjorie Barrack Museum, Harry Reid Research Center. So I think this is an art museum for students in this building. And then the garden looks like it's right here. Not sure why it's not labeled though in person and just on the map only. That's why I keep like turning my head like, am I missing something? But online it's called the Beypler Zarek Garden. But to me it looks like a miniature botanical garden exhibit. There's the Museum of Art. Kind of hidden for the front, assuming this is the front entrance. And we'll do a little walk through this garden. Again, it's very, very quick. Forgive me if I gave an impression that it was going to be like a long, drawn out thing. You could get a glimpse of the different cacti. Over there it says University of Nevada Computing Services. This is probably the best or most unique shot you're going to get of the garden area. And let's close things out by walking actually up to that Thomas and Mack Center. It's weird, like what would you would think would be all the signs related to the garden are all like missing or empty. And before I visited the campus, I was doing a Google search of like neighborhoods to visit, and when one of them mentioned the University District neighborhood, it talked about the Xeric Gardens, a garden in a desert. I was like, oh, and then I saw it on Google Maps, and I'm thinking the whole time, like, this is pretty interesting to check out. So it is there, it's just not really labeled at all. That library atrium looks bigger from the outside. Maybe I didn't fully go into the depths. Is that the same building? Like, I feel like it was in the atrium on this. No, that's where I came from. I did come from there. Okay. I don't know, it just looks bigger from the outside. I have another book drop here for the library. I'm not sure what this building is here. Just says classroom complex building. So maybe a lot of classrooms. General classrooms, perhaps. And on the left it says Central Desert Complex. Again, not sure. Office of Undergraduate Research, maybe. Looks like they also have some temporary buildings. And again, another fairly decent walkway. As the sun is starting to set more. So the Cox Pavilion is a multi-purpose venue next to the Thomas and Mack Center, which is the pavilion on our left. And then the Thomas and Mack Center, home to the UNLV Runnin' Rebels basketball annual rodeo championships and occasional boxing matches, it says. Now from this angle we're not getting a good view of like the signage on it, so I don't know where the best angle to get that from is. I'm going to speculate down at the end of this road and make a right hand turn. We'll give that a shot. Otherwise I don't think I would walk too much further. I think in the distance that tower is one of the air traffic control towers for the Harry Reid Airport. Fingers crossed that when we turn this corner here that we're going to see the nice signage. And we weren't let down. So this would be that nice stadium shot you like to see when you're a tourist. Let's get a nice straight on shot of it. And let's take one more look at the map here to see. So we're here now. Is there anything that we missed? Again, we didn't go to the residences hall and maybe like a couple buildings here and there, but I feel like we got did a good job covering as much as we could. Now if you're wondering like how far of a walk would it be from here to, let's say, the MGM Grand, because I keep saying like, oh, it's a short drive but a further walk, 35-minute walk. Or if you want to get to yeah, that's good enough. They're pretty much, if you want to get to the Strip, it's a 35-minute walk. So if you enjoyed this visitor's tour of UNLV, the campus, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below if this interested you. If you're a prospective student, if you're a current student who knows a lot about the university, feel free to elaborate some more on things I missed or things you enjoy in general about the campus. If you're an alumni, same thing. Tell us what's changed over the years. Tell us what you like about the campus being embedded here. If you came here from a different city, because I'm sure a lot of people do, it's probably an attractive college because you're right near the party atmosphere of the Strip and all that jazz. So thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you next time.